What's up, gamers? I am here to tell you the tier list of Project Smash characters. That is what I'm about to do. The skibidi-doo. Yabbity toilet. People are gonna be looking at my tabs and they're gonna be like thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Also, if you keep watching the video, I will have a special announcement in regards to Project Smash. Let's get into it. Now, before we continue, I want to add a row, okay? A special row for just one character and call it D minus 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 minus. And this is the worst of the worst. And normally I go from left to right, but I just gotta put one character over there, D minus 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 minus. Some of the pros here might already know what I'm talking about. Do you? Do you? Can I get a drum roll, please? Yeah, that's right. Mob from Mob Psycho. Gotta put him in D minus 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 minus. Only thing that this guy is about is spamming your abilities and spamming everything that you possibly can. To play this character, you don't need any skill whatsoever, which is great for a noob, except this is one of the most expensive characters out there. Not to mention, the range on this guy is actually insane. All right, what about all the rest, all of the other characters? Here we got Hero, Wraith, Gambler, Reaper, Brawler. Some of these feel like a lifetime ago. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't even feel like Hero and Wraith should be part of this tier list. But the Project Smash developers are so slow with updating the game that is why all these characters until Reaper should not be in this list. Where Hero? What is he? Do I have to say enough? He goes in D. He goes in D. I don't want to show you clip, but it's literally Wraith. Okay. What about Wraith? He doesn't even. Again, I don't feel like this guy even belongs in here. It's insane. It feels like a lifetime ago since this guy got released. I'm not going to lie, but he was one of my favorite characters when he came out. He had a whole set of abilities and ultimates and infinite combos, which was kind of toxic, but they balanced him out completely. But even to the point where some of the things he does, it's not fun to play anymore. So where would I put him? I don't want to put him in D next to Hero. I can put him in C. He's not the best. He's also not the worst. Because I have other characters that I kind of want to put in S and A and B. But I might change it around towards the end. Gambler, though, that's the next one. Gambler. I like gambling.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it.
I'm not gonna lie, he and Wraith were the only two ones that feel like we had an ult. That's when Project Smash actually went down. After Gambler, the whole entire game changed with slow updates and just a bunch of other stuff that I don't kind of want to go into. But currently they're trying to balance all the characters that are currently inside the game, which kudos to them. It's a hard thing to do. They're having issues with it, trying to find the best middle ground, but I have no doubt that they are going to get there eventually with balancing every single character that's currently out. Literally, the best thing of Gambler is just hoping that you hit jackpot. Like that, yeah, it's first try, let's go. And not to mention the damage percentage you can do when you still hit jackpot is still insane. Gambler, and this might be a bias for me, he might be a bias. I would love to put him at A, but I guess I just have to keep in mind that I gotta put my biases aside and put him in B. I would love to put him in A though. It's Reaper though. Reaper is the next. Where do I put Reaper? The good thing about Reaper is that against anyone who's kind of bad at the game, this character will be a powerhouse. But if you're playing against a guy that kind of knows the mechanics of Reaper, you're a little bit at a disadvantage over here. I'd put Reaper as well in B. He's good. Not too bad. I have nothing to say about these guys. That's how boring the updates have been. Except though, I have something to say about Brawler and Cyberpunk and Zeus. And before I'm actually going to talk about what he does, I'm gonna already put him where I want him to be at. And some might agree with this and some might not, but I'm gonna put him in S. I'm gonna put him in S. Why though? This character is so versatile. Brawler is so versatile. I love him so much. That's why I put him in S. But then again, you might be saying, but that's so cheesy. That's such a dumb newbie way to play. You can go down a rabbit hole with literally almost every single character. You know the thing that I hate about the most? There's literally every single character that you can complain about. Demon has a crazy combo starter. Kraken has some of the most craziest down slams in the history of this game. Wizard has almost an instant down slam. And literally so does Valkyrie. Valkyrie has some of the craziest out. Oh, not to mention if you're a pro, you know how to do an instant down slam with Golem as well. Then you have Hero. I just can't go on and on about him, but let's not go over there. Instant down slam with Wraith also exists. Oh, so same thing with Gambler. So does Cyberpunk, and Zeus, and Boxer, and Sumo. So I don't need people to talk about how overpowered a character is, all right, and how cheesy it might be, because at the end of the day, cheesiness, by this point in time with all the characters released, is a game mechanic. All right? All right, Cyberpunk. Oh, he's great. He's great. He's got a, you could just, well, hold on. You can interrupt combos. I love that. Annoying, but I love it. Not only does Cyberpunk have a good counter against breaking combos of other battles, it can also save your life multiple times. But even that aside, you have so many abilities that are actually pretty high in damage if you know how to well utilize them. Like the first ability, the second ability, and the third ability. But despite that, I'm thinking between S or A. I honestly can't decide. I put it on S. Then what about Zeus though? From what I know, Zeus, like many characters at this point of time, have been heavily balanced, they say. So actually that means just they've been nerfed. They've been incredibly nerfed. But not to mention, this guy can just get back into the actual battle arena with so little abilities. And with so little, I mean just like you don't have to use many of your abilities to get back, and it has a great range. For recovery, Zeus is just amazing. But what about battle though? He's all right. He's all right when it comes to battle. So if Zeus would have been pre-nerf, he would go probably on the S rank, which would leave A to be empty. But considering his nerfs have been not that great, making his combo extenders initially useless, the original ones at least, he still has some. I would either put him on A or B. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like either Reaper or Gambler deserve them to be A, because I don't feel like Zeus is better than Gambler and Reaper, but they do have a bigger recovery. I'm gonna switch these two along. Project Smash tier list, and here comes the announcement. That's the last one you'll ever see. I've been doing Project Smash for a very, very long time now, and I had a blast making so many uploads and videos on it ever since I started, which was in January. It was in January, I think, in beginning of this year, 2024. Back then, the game only had a few classes and me and Sketch, and I think that was it. We're the only YouTubers pretty much playing it until other big YouTubers came in and started uploading videos on the game. Now, in between then and there, the game has changed so much to a degree where I am glad for the changes in the direction they're going into, but I have to acknowledge that the repetitive updates and lackluster characters is just not worth it to me. I've said this before, but the entire time when playing Project Smash, I feel like it's the bare minimum that they're putting into the updates, and I just don't want to make any more videos on it. So my announcement is I quit Project Smash.
As the leaves change color, I dive in you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season of love. Maybe this is the season of love.
So much for watching, and goodbye, gamers!